Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny. Episode what is it? Out of five? Is that right? 531. All right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's right. um, what's today? No, what's Saturday? It's Saturday. Sticky. Woo! Nothing much here. Just another day. Done with school for the term. Hopefully, I get C's because C's get degrees. Right? No, I should be all right. Maybe B's. Like B movie. You remember B movie with Jerry Seinfeld? I'll have to do that one with mint salad. No, yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, I know this is a reminder for me to buy more ketchup, barbecue sauce, and shredded cheese, and maybe a frozen pizza. I don't know. I'll see if there are coupons for that on the deal. Maybe some more bacon too. I know my niece has been eating a lot of bacon lately, just cooking it and eating strips of it, and that goes pretty quick. It's like $4 for not even a pound, like 12 ounces. Anyways, let's check out the news here. There's a lot of wacky news. It's actually kind of interesting. Here's something. Pope Francis calls for studies into ugly gender theory, and here he is, kind of like with his homie. I don't know who that is. Just some other like a reverse pope. I don't know what they are when they're red and black like that. Like it's his skin, like a player two pope, you know. Uh, but Pope Francis on Friday warned of the dangers of so-called gender theory, saying he had commissioned studies. I didn't know they had money. Oh yeah, they do have a lot of money, right? They have like gold and shit. He commissioned studies in what he condemned as an ugly ideology that threatens humanity. Addressing participants of a two-day conference in the Vatican on evolving role of men and women according to Christian teachings, Francis said what he called gender ideology was a threat because it sought to erase the difference between the sexes. Ooh, that the truth hurts. Like that, it's weird when the church starts kind of making sense, but he's kind of right. I've asked the studies to be carried out into this ugly ideology of our times, which cancels out the differences and makes everything the same, the Pope said. Canceling out the differences means canceling out humanity. It's pretty rowdy of him to say he's going to get canceled. He really is. It's a pretty rowdy thing to say right now, but especially calling it ugly. But whatever in Latin or whatever he speaks with his player two Pope. No, he actually saying something that kind of makes sense, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see how this plays out. Let me say that we'll see how it plays out, Mr. Pope. Mr. Vatican Pope. Next on the news here, iconic figure Sibu the orangutan dies, and here's a picture of Sabu. It looked kind of like Amy Schumer when she was on TV recently. Sibu was described as a gentle, caring, and highly talented. Yeah, so it wasn't Amy Schumer. No, not at all. A 45-year-old orangutan who has been a resident of Dublin Zoo for 4 decades has died. Sibu, a male orangutan, was described by staff as an iconic figure at the zoo since he arrived in 1984. Ooh, wow. You see the connection, 1984? That's like that George Orwell book, brother. Everything's connected, brother. You gotta free yourself from the machine. All I am right now is a bunch of zeros and ones to you. Behind me is the real truth if you look closer. No. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of tripped out with these orangutans with these weird faces. They look kind of like, I don't know, some sort of Jim Henson type creature. But I mean, if he was a nice orangutan, that sucks, you know, because you have, I mean, Harambe died, you know, for our sins. I don't know, that's what Pope Francis should be addressing. And this guy, he just died naturally. So I mean, poor him. Unless they're gonna like go, you know, go into his investigate his death, and it turn out it was like, you know, some sort of racially motivated thing. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what how the way the media will spin this, right? Uh, let's go to spinning. Next year, Reddit eyes valuation of up to 6.5 billion in IPO. The social media company was valued much higher a few years ago, and I mean, I have to be subscribed to the Wall Street Journal to read this, so I don't really care. I was just like, Reddit, you mean the place that they make fun of Brendan Schaub all the time? Like when he flipped his truck the other day, did y'all see that? That was pretty. He must have been live if they were able to capture that footage and he just flipped his truck and that truck that he tries to get all the chick comedians to walk to the drug walk to. I don't know. I've tried using Reddit. I'll use it. I won't like really. I've tried posting on it, and it confuses me. It's a lot like Discord, where I really don't know what I'm doing. I like I get the use of it. I just don't really know how to fully use it, like a pro or whatever. How to know where to post or how to post or the rules. Because there are rules, brother. And yeah, I don't fully like understand how to utilize it, but I understand it. I'll like to when I get a new medication, I like to go on Reddit and be like, how has this medication treated you for anxiety or depression or whatever, whatever. And you have a bunch of threads about shit like that or whatever they're called there. Posts. I don't know, threads, posts, whatever. But no, I enjoy Reddit for that. And then I enjoy it for also just talking shit about, uh random things or wrestling posts or anything like that, whatever, or watching videos of people dying. That's pretty fun too. They typically have that on Reddit. Like those rowdy like roller coaster accidents and shit, or amusement park ride accidents or whatever. That's always fun to see on there as well. So yeah, I think it's worth 6.5 billion. I don't. It's crazy that it was worth more a few years ago, but I get how inflation would fuck with it. Because look at here, I'm having to subscribe to the Wall Street Journal when I could probably read this story somewhere else, and they're just like reposting it from another story, but charging, putting it behind a paywall. So fuck you, Wall Street Journal. You pieces of shits. Speaking of money, I guess. Well, I mean, the last two are about money. Empire Star ordered to pay almost 1 million after saying it's immoral to tax slave descendants. And that star they're talking about is Terrance Howard. You may know him from such movies as the very first Iron Man, where he played War Machine. And then I don't know, they just let him go. I don't know if he wanted more money or if that's another universe, brother. Um, what else? What else was he in? That one movie that 3 6 Mafia won a bunch of won an Oscar for. You know it's hot out here for people. Hustle and Flow. That's what it is. He was in that. He was in Crash with Tony Danza. No, a lot more people were in that, but I just remember him having a scene with Tony Danza, where Tony Danza like basically like tells him like you got to act more black or something. He Rowdy says something racist, but like Tony Danza can get away with it because he's fucking Tony Danza. But yeah, like so Terrence Howard didn't pay his taxes because he felt it was immoral for the descendants of slaves to be charged taxes. Where I think that's kind of funny because you're actor who makes like millions of dollars, and you are saying that this is a crime or you shouldn't have to pay more, even though uh in Iron Man you probably made that much money or more. Yeah, I don't know how much you made in Iron Man. I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure like he was like the highest paid actor in the first Iron Man. Like that's why they didn't bring him back because he like wanted more money or some bullshit. Like he was the biggest name on there. Robert Downey Jr. was pretty big too, but he was already like crashing down, right? I think that's what brought him back, and he kick-started the MCU, which is the cool way the kids call the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you haven't heard about it, it's a little thing that's supposed to come back with the Deadpool movie, which I don't know if Deadpool can save it. Uh, Maybe, but we'll see. We will see about that. We'll keep tuned on. Yeah, keep tuned on that. Maybe the Pope should talk about Deadpool 3. Look kind of like him and his homie could cosplay as Wolverine and Deadpool. The other one could be Deadpool. Lastly, here I thought this was interesting. Healthcare company ties Russian linked cyber criminals to prescriptions breach, and I don't know. I guess because I'm like taking classes for cyber security and all that bullshit. This interests me, but at the same time, there's a lot of this going around, like cyber attacks. By hacking groups that you don't know if they're just doing it like for the money or fun, or if they're doing it just to fuck with our country, and they're hired by other countries. Like China has their own hacker groups, and supposedly this gang has ties to Russia, but who knows? But anyway, their attack on this pharmacy company, or this insurance company, I'm sorry, United Health Group, um, it attacked it and kind of messed with their health systems, which or with their like account systems, which made people's prescriptions go all wacky and make it real hard to seek medical treatment. And I don't know, it's already oh whoa, were you expecting a paywall? Oh, so Jesus Christ, all these things want paywalls, huh? But yeah, since I don't know, everything's digital now, of course. So something like this could really it's already hard enough to get your medicine through insurance, to get doctor's appointments and all that through insurance. But then to have some sort of attack like this, where it messes with that, slows it down, and then it messes with the integrity of the fucking company or organization. How are we supposed to trust them, especially with our information? You know what I mean? Like, not that we aren't already willy-nilly giving our information to a lot of companies, and then especially when we go on to websites and it's like accept all cookies, and then it just like knows everything about us from there, from eating our cookies. Fucking accept, will you accept our cookies? And cookies is just a term for fucking spying information, or whatever it is. But no, I don't know. It's kind of, I wish these cyber criminals would hack my shit and just give me my Adderall back, because I miss my Adderall, even though I probably shouldn't be taking it, because the clonazepam is like barely working, and I'm taking like a pretty good dose. I probably shouldn't be taking Adderall, but I miss it, so I'll just drink a Celsius or something. Even though Amazon keeps, I do 1 day shipping and they keep fucking bringing it in 2 days. You pieces of shit, Amazon. God damn it! Why the fuck do I pay for Prime, and then pay for one? Not even pay for, I don't pay for 1 day shipping, but I am like, it's approved for 1 day shipping. Like, I should get it that same day, and then you bring it to me in 2 days. Like, what's the fucking point of it being same day shipping if you're gonna bring it to me in 2 days? Why does that even exist? If like it's the same conundrum with the hot and ready at Little Caesars. I go to Little Caesars, like, "Can I have a hot and ready?" They'll be like, "It's in, yeah, it'll be ready in 5 minutes." That's not fucking hot and ready. Like, why am I here to get it hot and ready if it's not hot and ready? Why am I ordering same day shipping and you saying they'll get here that day if it's gonna come in the next day? It's fucking horseshit, is what it is. If I don't know, if only there was like a comic book company that knew how to ship things and rip them apart. Rip as send. No, I don't know. But whatever. What do I know about anything other than that's all funny? Yeah, there's the music. I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny, or watching it. It's available anywhere podcasts are available. Just okay. Just search that's all funny. Everywhere podcasts are available. If you want to check out the wrestling podcast I do with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe, it's available anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Kayfabe. It's fun. If you like wrestling, even if you don't, it's just a fun time. It's really funny. That's all funny too, but that's all kayfabe. If you want to see video versions of that, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/at Lorenzo Ariola. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Share it, with everyone. I'd appreciate that too. Do a show on there Tuesdays live with Mint Salad, the Great Mint Salad, called Tits and Areolas, where we talk about a movie and then play a game. If you want to see archived episodes of that, check out either of our Patreons. If you want to support this podcast, Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything. Get your name here. Help support the podcast. Got a bunch of exclusives there. Or if you want to buy some merch, officially made by That's All Funny, check out the website www.retrohorrorinc.com. Handmade by the great at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. You can commission his art there or on his website www.retrohorrorinc.com. Great art from a great artist. Uh, so yeah, I'm trying to. I was trying to catch up to the music. I slowed down, but thank you so much for listening. Thank you for supporting the Patreon, and we will see you tomorrow. Remember that's at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. Like and subscribe and follow there. Bye.